Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to Clark's Place. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to continue with the 4-link install. I've done a little bit of reading, so I'll show you how to align it and where it goes. When you read instructions, you actually figure out how to do stuff. Alright, so don't know if you can really see, but it looks like there's two little indentations on that align with that, and it says that you keep it as low on the frame as possible with the arms actually pointed back just a smidge. So I'll show you what that looks like here. And put you on a stand here. Alright, so the tabs right there, boom, boom. And then these are the bolt holes for the bump stop for the rear. So I've got the bolts out, but still, that's just gonna go right here. And it's about as low as it can be without sticking back down past it. So, and that kind of puts these arms just at a slightly angled rear rake. So, what I'm going to do is prep the whole surface. I've got 37 layers of primer and etching sealing primer and all that on there. So take all this down to bare metal. They said in the instructions, every hole gets completely plug welded. So that's the plan for today, is get all this sanded down, prepped, down to bare metal, and then weld through primered, and then get this bad boy in. All right, all the plug welding done. I went ahead and put a stitch there. You can see kind of the oiliness because I dipped the end of the welder into some oil. So all the plug welds are sticking up. That one got a little bit high there. Yeah, it needs a lot of cleanup there. But with all the plug welds, I just wanted to put a stitch on both sides as well. You can kind of see, put a stitch there, and all my plug welds, and stitched along there too. And probably a lot of time will be spent grinding that down, and I don't know if I will grind it flush to where it all looks like there's no welds, or if I will leave those bumps. Pops, you say you want the bumps?
I'd say I want bumps. The instructions, they just look like they left them raw.
Oh, really?
I mean, there's ground off. See, those are just, that's how they welded it, just like we clamped. And then there's another picture
of it up in there done.
Of it up in here, and see, you just see the shiny spots. Like they just left it.
Well, I think I want mine clean and nice looking. So I might try to clean it up and get those flushed where it just looks flat. I think that would be the custom install, not seeing all the boogery welds on there. But that's it for the 4-link welding install. So we'll see what comes next. You want to film it a little bit, show how
I can't see anything.
Good it looks. Oh, the cap's on it. Oh.
I didn't put it on there.
I know, I put it on.
Oh.
All right, so untaping because you could see it caught fire or something.
During the welding process.
Yeah.
Got to retape it though because it's all powder coated black, and we got painting to do, and we're going to leave that black, so we will retape it all to protect it.
Yeah.
But see how nice it is. And the whole bottom flange where it's welded, that's all been taped from the factory when we bought it, or he bought it, that it didn't have any powder coating on it at all. So
yeah, it was nice. It was bare metal. Everything,
it's good. It's all bare metal.
Clamped it all and welded it.
Yep. And because that'll all get painted the same color as the car, and then all the black QA1 parts will stay their nice powder coated black, and it'll really look sharp.
I think it's powder coated.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Somebody went a little crazy with the cheese whiz here.
Yeah, I know it.
All right, one more piece. Then we'll show how it looks.
All right. You can take it and walk them through it.
All right, so plug welded everything. You can see all the plug welds. And then I stitched there some and stitched there some. And you can see along the trailing edge there, or the leading edge of it. I stitched that. And then a couple plugs. And then another stitch there. I'm not thrilled with plug welding as a whole, but I mean, I think it did just fine.
Yeah, it looks like big rivets.
Yeah, and the jury's out whether or not we want to leave these like this, but I think I'm gonna grind those down, get them to where they're flush, and have a nice flush look to it, not a bunch of bumps. And this one, I did a little crazy. But the rest of them I'm pretty pleased with.
My vote was to leave them alone. Just take the roughness off of them.
Yep. So there she be.
She's nice and solid.
Yeah, sounds solid.
These look like they're like haphazardly put on there just from the way they look, but I know they're right.
Well, how they said they wanted it is, you can see as you look straight onto these, is these side pieces, they said either vertical or slightly towards the rear, and they're slightly towards the rear, so
yeah,
I think I'm saying that's in and not coming out.
Yeah.
You say it's ever coming out of there?
Oh, it's never coming out. The only way it can come out is 2 hacksaws and take it out and leave the
leave the plates, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I got me a nice suspension in there for the rear, so
Got the beginnings of it.
now I gotta buy this kit for $5,000. What was it? 55 or something.
51.
That you ended up spending.
Yeah, and it's the whole sway bars, everything.
Yep. I think all that's bolt on though. I don't think that there's welding.
No, I don't think there's any welding.
So when we do the wing car, we'll do a QA1 front install on a B body as well.
Unless you get to yours first.
Yeah. Well, I guess that the next thing is get all that. I think I'm sanding all that down. So I will sand all that and get those flush, do the body work, finished body work. You can see little detail things like this where I've got a skim coat on there. You can see a little bit of where it's not finished yet.
Yeah.
And this was tricky right here. Where this quarter comes in and it comes up to like here, there's a seam. So this was kind of tricky to get that transition perfectly smooth. But it's getting there.
Yeah, this all just needs to be hit once and then sealed.
You can see also on this that the holes, let's make sure we're not crushing anybody. Since I'm 6'5", I don't think we ever showed this in any of the videos. I moved the seat holes back 4 inches. So I welded in a plate here, and then over here, you can see.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You're just listening to me, you're not recording, aren't you? So all of the holes from the factory hole spots,
right,
I just moved them back, and then I welded in a plate
on both sides
on this as well, so I can get my legs into this.
So if you're long-legged or very tall and you're doing a car, don't forget to move your seat back, because make it custom to yourself.
Yeah.
Because you won't regret it.
Good deal.
Yep.
All right, so thanks for watching all of the QA1 rear suspension install. As we get the car finished and painted, we'll show some more of that stuff, but probably the next QA1 video will be putting the trailing arms, putting everything you can show on this car. Yeah,
when we get it to a point where it's painted, we'll get it over here on the lift, and then see, we'll be standing here putting all the suspension.
Much easier to do here.
Much easier to do here. We've got over there in the corner, there's 2 jack stands that are tall that you can put the rear end on.
Yes, sir.
And make it mucho better.
Sounds good. Check out Geek and Son. He's doing a car very similar to this one. Gonna make a Dukes of Hazzard out of it, so subscribe to Geek and Son. Also, Focus Bowling. Go to Focus Bowling. A friend of mine up in Yulee, Florida, that's got his YouTube channel. He needs watch time. He's already got 1,000 subscribers, but needs watch time. So if you can go watch some of his videos, he's a really good bowler as well. But thanks for watching Clark's Place, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. right, this is in addition to, I ended up deciding to go ahead and get these back flush and use the die grinder, the little belt sander, and the 4.5-inch grinder. And where I could get the big one, the big dog eats, it's very good for it. That does really well, and then this kind of smoothed everything out. And actually I could get underneath here. So those are the tools of the trade. You gotta have all those to do this kind of work. But I'll get it all blowed off, and then I gotta do the same on these guys. They haven't been done yet. But I think that's it for the QA1. I may have said before, I may edit it out, but that should be it for the QA1 stuff until I start putting pretty parts on. So thanks for watching, everybody. Subscribe to Clark's Place. Yeah, bye-bye. All right, so last look. Did the passenger side too, and I'm much more pleased with the flat look. So the plug weld look, you can see the plugs, that's probably not too bad, but you'll look up under here and won't even be able to tell where it's welded after I get it all primed and finished. And look at all the dirt, all that's metal I shaved out of there. So you might make your plug welds a little less rounded on the top than mine, but they ended up knocking down pretty quick and easy, so you can do it yourself. Enjoy. Bye bye.